Hello students, today we will deal with chapter 2, the thief story of class 10th. So now what this story is exactly about, the thief story, as the name indicates, the story revolves around a thief, a person who is a thief. So we can say that the protagonist of this chapter is a thief. Then who is this protagonist? A young boy who makes friends with Anil. Anil trusts him completely and employs him. Does the boy betray his trust? So one more character is here, who is Anil. So let's see what this chapter is about. I was still a thief when I met Anil. So who is I here? I is that boy who is a thief. So he is saying that when I met Anil, I was a thief. And though only 15, this is the age of that person. I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Experienced and fairly successful hand means a person who is very good in his work, means he was a good thief. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. So what is the scene? Anil. Anil, who is to whom he is going to rob. So what Anil was doing? Anil was watching a wrestling match. When I approached him means going towards him. He was about 25. So the age of that man is 25. So the thief is of 15-year-old and Anil is of 25-year-old. And what is the appearance of Anil? A tall, lean fellow. And he looked easygoing. What does it easygoing mean? Easygoing means a person who can be befooled easily. Kind and simple enough for my purpose. He is saying that he is very kind and a suitable person to be easily befooled. So I hadn't had much luck of late, and though I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So here the protagonist is saying that he didn't took much time to befool that person, to Anil. He was trying to rob him. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. This is very funny here, students. This thief said to Anil that you are looking like a wrestler. He is trying to, approach him. Though he was very tall and lean, how can he be a wrestler? A little flattery helps in making friends, and he is explaining his statement that by doing a little flattery, we can make friends easily. So do you, he replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. So same reply he got for Anil, that you are saying to me that I look like a wrestler, you yourself look like a wrestler. So he said, yes, I can do a little bit wrestling. So this is the conversation between Anil and the protagonist of the chapter, who is a thief. What's your name? Now student, you will get to know about the name of that person. Hari Singh. I lied. I lied, what does it mean? Because he is a thief. He doesn't want to tell his real name. That's why he took a fake name, Hari Singh. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. So after this short introduction, what happened? Anil talked about many wrestlers to whom he already knew. So here we can say that a healthy conversation began between Hari Singh and Anil. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So now what happened after this conversation? When this conversation was over, Anil walked and this Hari Singh was following him. Hello, again he said. I gave him my most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said. Now what he said? He gave his most appealing smile means he tried to befool that man. I want to work for you, I said, but I can't pay you. But I can't pay you is statement said by Anil. So what he said, I want to work for you. But Anil said, sorry, I can't pay. I thought that over a minute perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, can you feed me? So now this Hari Singh thought, I think I have selected a wrong man. He even can't pay me. Maybe he is himself very poor. So he asked another question, can you feed me? Can you give me some meal? Can you cook? I can cook. I lied again. So here Hari Singh, somehow he wanted to enter in the house of Anil, and that's why he lied again that I can cook. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. He took me to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So now what happened? He took me. Who? Anil Singh. Anil Singh took Hari to the Jamna Sweet shop. This is the address of Anil's house, and told me I could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. So as we know that this boy, this Hari Singh, who was a thief, he lied to Anil that he can cook, because somehow he wanted to just enter into his house. So he cooked food, and that was terrible. But I just hung around smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. But somehow through his smile he managed to convince him. Later he patted me on the head and said, never mind, he would teach me to cook. So now this Anil is a very gentle hearted person. What he said, you don't worry, I will teach you. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So now what Hari Singh thinking, that once if I start learning, start writing sentences, then I can mastery over my profession, I can achieve many things, I can be good in robbery. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. Anil was a kind-hearted person. It was very pleasant working for him. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies. Day's supplies means day-to-day routine. Usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. So now what Hari Singh was doing, he was saving ₹1. He was somehow managing to hide ₹1 a day while he was going to buy some groceries or any daily supply material. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but it didn't seem to mind. So this is how he was able to save some money. Anil made money by fits and starts. Fits and starts means he was not having any regular income. He was having irregular income. Sometimes he is having much money, and sometimes he is just jobless. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. This shows how carefree this Anil was. As soon as he got the money, he just go and celebrate it. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. Queer is very weird, very different. So what is the source of income for him? That he wrote for magazines. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes. Now this is the twist in the story. Somehow Anil and Hari Singh was living together, and Hari Singh was befooling him, and he was saving ₹1 or ₹1.5 from his daily supplies, saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. Now as Hari Singh was a thief, so this was the golden opportunity for him. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So from now he was not able to achieve more. He was not able to save more, and he wanted to do some real robbery. I had ever opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased, and he was having a pass key of the house. One key the owner Anil was having, other the pass key, the duplicate, this boy was also having. He was the most trusting man I had ever met, and that is why it was so difficult to rob him. Student, please notice this statement, that it was very difficult for Hari Singh to rob Anil because he was very carefree. He was very kind-hearted. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasures out of the work. So this is the problem, that he didn't want to cheat, but he was a thief. He had to do that. Well, it's time I did some real work, I told myself. So he was convincing himself that this is the real time to do something. I'm out of practice, because from many time he has not robbed anyone, so he considered himself as he is the out of practice. And if I don't take the money, he'll only waste it on his friends. So now what excuse he is saying, that if he don't take his money, then he will go and celebrate. So he will not save the money, so it's better to take from him. After all, he doesn't even pay me, and now what he is saying, that even he is not paying, so it's good to rob him. Anil was asleep, So now the finally time has come. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. So the scene is of night, and the beam of moonlight was coming from the balcony. I sat upon the floor considering the situation. Now he is trying in the search of a slight situation that he can do his actual work. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Now he has pre-planned everything, that if he took the money, then he can catch 10:30 Lucknow express. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Crept up to the bed means slowly he entered where Anil has put money. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. He was carefree. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. My hands slid under the mattress, searching for the knots. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled, shocked, and quickly crawled out of the room. So somehow he was successful in stealing the money, or he suddenly took out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. Now what he has to do next step? He has to run from there. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. So what was the actual amount that he stole from Anil Singh? 600 rupees. I could live like an oil rich Arab for a week or two, and now he is happy that for 1 week or 2 he can live a luxurious life, because finally he has stolen the money. Now see the situation, how Anil is sleeping and Hari Singh is trying to take out money from under his mattress. So now finally he is out of the house. When I reach the station, who is I? I is Hari Singh. Again and again I am saying I is Hari Singh. When I reached the station, I didn't stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life. He was traveling in the railways without any ticket all the time, but dashed straight to the platform. So straight away he went to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. So the train was ready to go. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriage. The train was not in that much speed. He could have taken the train at the very at little efforts, but I hesitated. But something has happened. For some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. So students, I don't know what happened, what his inner conscience said, that he missed the chance and he left the train. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform, deserted, lonely platform. So he was standing there. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. Why is it so? Because he was a thief. If he met more people, then there will be more chances of his, secret revealing. And I didn't want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. So now what he will do? The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. So only in that city he knew only one person, and who was he? He was Anil. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. Now he is imagining the faces of the people to whom he has robbed. The greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness. Now what he is realizing, that Anil will be very sad when he realized that he has been robbed by a person to whom he helped a lot. Not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on the bench. Now beta, he is very, in a flex situation, what to do and what to not. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a light drizzle light, very, frequent raining, slow drizzle, added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. Now one more problem. What was that? That it started raining very heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. Now it was very chilly air, and it was unbearable for Hari Singh. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. So the Lucknow Express, what was the time? It was near about 10:30. Now it's midnight, 12 o'clock, and he was sitting alone there, and it was raining very heavily, and he was feeling very chill. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. So what happened? The notes that he was having in his pocket, they were wet. Anil's money in the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. Now he is realizing his mistake. If I could not have stolen this money, then Anil himself could have given him to go for a cinema. But now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. Now he is regretting. Now he is realizing what he has done wrong. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. Now he is realizing that what he is doing, the profession he has selected, is very bad for him. If he start, learning, so he can, by that way, he could have, lived a successful life. I should go back to Anil, I told myself. He again convincing himself that I should go back, if only to learn to read and write. I hurried back to the room feeling very nervous, for it was much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. Now what was the next step? He has to put the money again under the mattress for Anil. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. So it seems that Anil is still sleeping. He has not realized anything. He has not felt anything what has done. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt the breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found, sorry for this disturbance. So what happened? I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. So somehow students, he managed to put again those notes there. I awake late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. So what weird thing happened next morning when he woke up? Anil had made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was 50 rupees notes between his fingers. My heart sank. He was afraid. He realized that he might have, he has idea that at the night I have stolen these money. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now what Anil is saying, that yesterday I got some money, now you will be paid regularly. From today onwards, I will give you monthly charges, monthly income, whatever you deserve. My spirit rose, but when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. When he held the money, he realized that the notes are still wet. It means that Anil might also have discovered it. Today we will start writing sentences, he said, and one good news that he gave to him, that today onwards we will start writing full sentences. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way. Again, he smiled because both of them now knew what had happened at the midnight. And the smile came by itself without any effort. And this time, when this boy Hari Singh smiled, it was not a forced smile. It was something natural that he felt. So student, this was the story, the thief story, how a 15-year-old boy was a professional thief, and how 25-year-old Anil, somehow he managed, to change his personality and to make him work and to help him write full sentences.